Hey, good morning, everybody. Shelly Rivera, Coffee Anxiety and Love. I hope everybody's having a great week and an awesome Friday morning. It's nice and brisk out here. It's a little overcast. We were kind of concerned because we thought it was going to rain last night. And we still have issues with the roof on the trailer. So every time it gets ready to rain, we are a little bit concerned about that. But it's not been too bad out here just yet. So good for that. So this week, I've been running with internet service. We have internet service out here. The host that we have out here, like I said, was kind enough to get Starlink, and we're kind of using it, testing it out, see how it works around the property. Again, we're on 30 acres private land, and we're working as ranch hands. So my husband's out, any given moment, anywhere on the property. Right now, he's clearing some trees. He's, clearing the tree line. So, it's been helping in that sense, us communicating with each other if there's, contract people coming in or they have questions or just things out here that I'm seeing happening, I'll let him know. So it's been a great tool for us to be able to communicate back and forth. What I call on real time, because before we had the Wi-Fi, I used to send him a text message or a Facebook message, and he'd maybe get it a minute later, like literally a minute later. So um, this has helped us communicate on the property itself very well. The other thing is I am actually going to take advantage of the Wi-Fi service or the internet service for a few hours a day. And I do have a website for Luna Fitness Evolution, which I am updating and doing some new modifications to, since I don't have my home gym anymore. I'm having to change just a little bit of the wording on the website now, since I am going to try to fully do this online. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I would like to start. I don't know if I want to do full online live or if I want to do videos of the workouts of the day and go from there. I haven't really decided. If you have any thoughts on that, please chime in. Let me know what you think or what you would like to see or what you would like to do. Right now, I have a set schedule on my website for Linda Fitness of what my days are, and any given day you can go and join that day and get that type of focused workout for yourself. So that's kind of what I'm doing with Luna Fitness. The other one is I finally got my website. Well, I'm still in the process of creating. It's been a challenge. It took me 3 days to figure out how to do one post, but I have a website for Coffee, Anxiety, and Love, which is our travel journal, blog, whatever you want to call it, everyday life on what we're doing. Even though we're not moving just yet, there's a lot of things that happen out here on the property or when we take little trips out into town that we see. We've noticed a couple of really pretty birds out here. A I want to say a crested caracara falcon is what we've been seeing. We've been seeing this bird everywhere, and we've been trying to get a really good picture of it to identify it. We finally saw two of them yesterday on the utility line outside when we were coming back from San Antonio, because we had to go into San Antonio to run an errand yesterday, and we saw two of them on the power line. So we were able to see exactly what kind of birds they were. Could we get a picture of them? No, they're way too fast and too aware of us. So basically, we were on the highway trying to slow down and get a picture of it, and by the time we get to them and try to take the picture, they're already gone. So they are, I want to say crested caracara. I may be wrong. I might correct that later, but they're a crested caracara falcon. And then the other bird that we've noticed on the property, we thought they were parakeets or something, but they're this really pretty green bird, and the under feathers are bright yellow, and its head's like kind of like an indigo purplish blue kind of color. Really pretty bird, and it's not a small bird, it's a good sized bird, and you can see it getting really close in the tree line that we have here. The way we have our setup right here is, oh my god, now it's not gonna turn. Here we go. So I have these trees right here, and I have some string of lights. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees right here, and they're always up in these trees, and our trailer's like right here. So I can see them, and they're flying all over. Even like over in here, they'll come to this tree, which is right here on the hilltop, and you can hear them with their call, and it's a very distinct call, and it's called a green jay Inca. Now there's a green jay, which is green and like just the purple, and then there's the Inca that has the green, the yellow, and then the indigo hat. It's really pretty bird. Look it up. The call is very distinct, so we know when they're around here. And again, I've been trying to get pictures of that and cannot. I literally have to sit here like a bird watcher, be very quiet, be very still, and it's usually early in the morning, or right before it's dusk, right before the sun starts going down. You'll start hearing them, and they'll be around here. So you literally have to sit there like a bird watcher and be very quiet and still until they come around, so that you can get a good picture of them. So those are some of the things that happen around here, and if I can picture those and show you that, I will. What else? Also, yeah, going back to the website, we were also talking about, as you know, some of you know, we also have my husband has his company, which is HHR Indigenous Arts, which is a division or a sub of the Healthy Hippie Ranch, which Luna Fitness Evolution is a part of. And Luna Fitness Evolution goes into the Healthy Hippie Ranch, which is going to be our main company. And the Healthy Hippie Ranch is what our vision was for that, was more for spiritual healing, wellness, health, and just all around a positive energy vibe for the Healthy Hippie Ranch. Because he was doing a lot of arts and crafts and the napping and the dream catchers and things like this. He was just doing a whole gamut of artwork. He decided to branch off and call the art part of it HHR Indigenous Arts. Well, we were also talking about maybe revamping what the arts and crafts part is going to look like. Because here on the road, a lot of the stuff that we were doing at the house, it's not that we can't do it here, it's just we can't carry around all the supplies and everything that we need, all the art supplies and craft things and things that we need to do the entire gamut of what HHR Indigenous Arts was. So we're sitting down and we're rethinking, what are some of the things that we want to offer all the time and have on hand and be able to create and do, and what are some of the things that some of our past customers that know us and ask for these things that will create that art if it's asked for. And that art typically is going to be more art that we're going to be creating in the event of somebody needing some kind of spiritual healing or just wanting more blessings in their life. So some of that stuff will become more, not so much custom work, but just something we'll do if it's asked, or something to that effect. I don't know. We haven't decided exactly how that's gonna work or what we're gonna do. But as far as some of the supplies and things that we have now and that we are able to carry with us, we have to really consider space, because eventually, this trailer that we have, it's good, it's nice, it's working out for us. Again, this trailer was bought because we really needed somewhere to live. And we're here, we're doing some improvements on it, and it's gonna look nice and pretty, and I really have a good vision of what it's gonna look like, and I really like it, but it's just too long of a trailer for our truck that we are hauling with. So we really, to be safe on the road, to be able to travel the way we want to once we start traveling. Right now it's good for us because we're going to be on private land for a few more months. So this trailer is going to stay here while we travel to the next land or next property that he wants us to go fix, and it's going to be 2 or 3 more. But our trailer is going to stay here, so we don't have to worry about having it on the road as much right now. But eventually we're going to have to get back on the road, and when we do, we don't want to have to haul this big one around too much with the truck. It's not balancing right. So we think we're going to downsize slightly to maybe like a 20-foot trailer. This one is, I believe, 24 or 25 foot. And it's actually the perfect size for what we need and hold all of our stuff. And it's comfortable for all of us. Mind you, there's 6 of us. There's the 4 dogs and then us 2. So it is really comfortable for us. And we do understand that we are going to be losing a lot of storage space once we get a smaller trailer. So we've started thinking about how we're going to live and work once we actually get on the road, and what we're going to be doing. So we've really started thinking about a lot of things, and that downsizing is going to be a big challenge for us, being that we've already downsized a lot, and we're going to have to downsize a little bit more to fit into a smaller trailer. So it's doable. We can do it. We know we can. We just have to figure out exactly what part of our lives we're going to have to let go of. So there's that. And then, so all that's going to tie into the Coffee, Anxiety, and Love website. And somehow I'm going to get a link for Luna Fitness on the website. So there's going to be different tabs, of course. You know how you click the home tab, the about tab, or whatever, and you get different pages. So within those settings, I'm going to try to figure out how to bring in HHR and how to bring in Luna Fitness and how to make all that work for us in this website. And like I said, it took me 3 days to make one post. I get it now. I understand it now. It's not that difficult. I was making it so much more complicated than actually what it needed to be. So with all that said, I think I'm going to leave these big posts that we talk and I tell you about what's happening during the day, and then I just ramble on in thought process. I'm going to leave these on YouTube, and YouTube's going to be linked there as well. And my travel journal is going to end up being just that, a travel journal. I'm going to talk about, things that are going on here, what's happening around us, and just little snippets of stuff coming off of these videos. I don't really know how the direction is going to go just yet. I'm going to, give myself maybe 2-3 weeks to work with it and put things out there before I actually full on release it. The whole goal for everything, of course, is to be monetized, to get myself monetized. And like I've been saying, I really need to, not because we have to get more money or anything like that. We're doing okay. I really feel like I need to start bringing in my part of it, because like I said, there's things I need and want. Number one, a big thing is, and you really don't want to think about it or have to deal with it, but you eventually have to. I have to eventually take care of my parents. They're getting older, and they have a portion of their stuff taken care of, but the other portion is going to not solely be my responsibility, but it is. I'm now, it's just me. My brother's gone. So, sorry. So, I'm going to be, helping out with that part right now. I know my kids are going to help, but my kids have helped so much when my brother passed, especially my daughter. She took a big lead in the benefit. She took a big lead in getting funds together. You know, she helped out the group that was helping us, and she was like the point of contact because I just couldn't do it. I tried to do it and I just couldn't. So, and my son, you know, he was very good at the barbecuing and, you know, being out there and just supporting us. And I know it was hard for him because my brother and him were, when he was smaller, you know, everything, my Uncle Russell, my Uncle Russell, my Uncle Russell, you know, every birthday party, my Uncle Russell, my Uncle Russell. So that's the bird. That right there, that's that Inca. It's got a very distinct, I hope this video is picking that up. That's it. So yeah, so for me to be monetized, that's my first goal, is making sure I have something in the works and started for my parents. I don't have to do the whole thing for them. They've already got their insurance, so a portion of it's been taken care of. But I don't want to be caught in the same situation I was with my brother. Of course, my brother was very unexpected. He was way too young. He had just turned 45, so that wasn't even in the thought. So I don't want to get, unfortunately, caught off guard again like that. And that's kind of why I need to, those are the, when I say I have things that I need to take care of and stuff like that, that's what I'm talking about. Those are my things that I need to take care of. You know, my husband, CJ, he's like, we're going to do it. We're going to take care of them. You know, I'm going to get this done, and you know, we're going to start doing this for your dad and this for your mom. And I'm like, you know, that's all well and good, but it's not, ultimately, it's not just on him. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this, you know? And that kind of, that's kind of where I'm going with all this, trying to get monetized. And that's why I'm trying to go through and, you know, learn as much as I can and do as much as I can and get all this stuff done so that I can at least start something for them. Now to sit here and find the green bird and green leaves, okay. The only way I can find it is when it starts to set up its wingspan. You see just a whole bunch of yellow, like bright yellow. So, yeah, so Coffee, Anxiety, and Love is a website at the moment. It's not officially out there live. I'm getting things done for it. I'm going to be doing a page at a time, give myself breathers, because like I said, it was 3 days to figure out one post. Now that I figured it out, I'm going to go in and start populating it with some of the stuff that I already have off of YouTube and what I've done on Facebook and pictures and things like this showing our journey. I did get our about section done, which is about what the Coffee Anxiety is about, how CJ and I got to where we are right now, living on the road. And I'm going to talk some more about what the big picture vision is when we get done with this journey. And like I said, this journey was supposed to be 1 year. I think this is a good, if not just 3, I want to say a 5-year on the road journey now. I see this being a good 3 to 5 years that we're going to be on the road, which is going to be a very good thing, because in 5 years I will be 56 years old. And I told him by the time I turn 60, I really don't want to be having, there's a lot of daily things that get done. I mean, you're constantly cleaning. We wake up every morning, I have to clean up everything after the dogs. Like, they lay on towels and pillows and stuff like this, so I have to bring all that out of the RV and get all the dust and dander out. And we have to constantly sweep because there's nothing but dirt out here, so we're always trekking in dirt. And I'm constantly doing that. And then we don't have very many dishes. We have 2 plates, 2 cups, 2 coffee cups, 2 forks, 2 spoons, you know, a couple of knives, and some big utensils to cook with. So when I cook and we do things like that, I have to hurry up and clean, because if we need to eat another meal, we're usually only eating one big meal during the day. But if we do want something else, we do get hungry, I can't just leave everything there dirty, because number one, there's critters out here, and number two, I have to wash it because we need it again. So it's things like that, the constant things like that. And then, the constant having to dump the water out of the trailer because we're not hooked up to a sewer line. There's no sewer line out here. So we have to literally come in and manually, excuse me, we have to come in here and manually dump our water tanks here, our gray water and our black water. So we're having to do that almost every week. Fortunately, we have found a location that has a free dump, because if not, we're shelling out $10, $15, $20 each time we have to dump our trailer. And that becomes a cost. That becomes a real cost. And when we need to be convenient and go do it real quick, we'll pay that, 15, 10, 20 bucks, whichever, station we get to go to. There's different RV parks that let outsiders go into their dump and use their dumps, but they all have different prices depending on where you go. Of course, the closest one is like $20, but we did find a RV dump that's like 20 minutes away in Natalia that's free, and it's at a rest stop, and it's, the rest stop's divided on both sides of the highway, so this side of the rest stop has it and the other side of the highway rest stop has it. So, and it's free, and we used it last weekend. Boy, was that, I gotta do a video about, that's a whole separate conversation about the disaster that happened with us dumping over the weekend. Oh my God. That's a video all on its own, so I'm gonna put that one out now that I just thought about that. But yeah, we found a free station. It takes us 20 minutes, so we figure 20 minutes, go out to Natalia, go do that on the way back in on the weekend, like a Saturday or Sunday. Then we do our wash, and then we do our shopping, and then we do all of our errands that we need to do. We're trying to get it down to where we're only leaving for errands and things like that maybe once or twice a week. And we're kind of getting the rhythm now. At the beginning, we were like going almost every other day to do stuff, but now that we kind of got a rhythm and know what we're eating daily and what we're snacking on and stuff like this, because we have tiny refrigerator, so we can't really keep too much. We can only keep a week at a time, so we have to go out and venture out and get food every week. But we figured, do the dump, get our errands done, and we do get to clean. There's a water thing there, so we do get to clean our dump tank after that, so we're not carrying around what my husband calls booty water tank with us through our travels. And the smell, again, that's going to be a separate video. So yeah, so we're doing that too. So that disaster, we'll talk about that later. But that's what we're doing. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to get Coffee Anxiety and Love up and running, linking in HHR, linking in Luna Fitness, trying to compact my life as much as possible so I'm not all over the place on social media. Clean all that up. I still have Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And yeah, I am revamping my life and simplifying it somewhat so that I can put my head together and figure out how in the heck am I going to make me some money. So with that, this is Friday, guys. It is a very nice, brisk day. I hope it doesn't get too hot. Yesterday was a little hot. Even though it was overcast, it was hot. And I am very grateful for a little outdoor shower thingy that the host got us. It helps during those really hot days. I just keep the water cool in there and just kind of like cool off every now and then. Because again, we don't have AC or anything out here. And we'll talk about what's going to happen when it gets a little bit closer to summertime and it's going to start getting really, really hot. We have a plan, guys. We have a plan. Love you guys. Shelly Rivera, Coffee, Anxiety, and Love. Have a healthy, happy, prosperous, and abundant day. See you guys.